or wherever you get your podcasts.
Late Friday night or early Saturday morning, Jamie Foxx posted a video on Instagram with the caption, quote, "Thank you a billion to everybody. Been a long road, but all the prayers, great people, and God got me through." Without going into specific details of his illness, Jamie spoke about his medical crisis that happened back in April, and he expressed his gratitude for his sister and his oldest daughter who carried him through his ordeal. In regards to all of the rumors he's heard, he confirmed that he's not paralyzed, and he jokingly confirmed that he's not blind, nor is he cloned. That rumor was going around as well. Jamie looks great, and we wish him well as he continues to heal.
Yeah,
That's so amazing.
He did look good.
Jamie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looked real good, man.
Yeah.
Power of healing, power of prayer of healing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
He said he's been through hell and back.
Some people would just write you off, man. I'm so glad you're doing good.
Yeah, absolutely. In other news, the unsolved murder case of Tupac Shakur has been reopened in Las Vegas nearly 30 years after his murder. Las Vegas police issued a search warrant for the home of Dwayne Keith D. Davis, as they reportedly have substantial reason to believe Keith D. had motive to murder Tupac. Sources close to the case indicated that 60-year-old Keith D. is a self-proclaimed Southside Compton Crip gang member, one of Tupac's known rivals, and an original suspect from the 1996 murder investigation. In a 2018 article in the LV Review Journal, Keith D. confessed to taking part in Tupac's killing. Also in his tell-all memoir, Compton Street Legend, Keith D. wrote that he was in the white Cadillac that pulled up next to Tupac and Suge Knight during the shootout that killed Pac back in 1996. He described himself as one of two remaining living witnesses who saw the murder up close, the other person allegedly being Suge Knight. In the raid of Keith D's house, investigators seized computers, hard drives, and magazine articles about Tupac. We will be watching this case, of course, out of Las Vegas for new developments. Wow.
He wrote that?
Yeah.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You murder someone, you know, if they have evidence, then
gonna have to pay for that crime for sure. Wow.
Or whatever.
I had no idea they were still investigating this case. I had no
30
idea.
years. I had no idea it was 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. And finally, I don't know, do we even want to talk about this, or we want to wait until we hear the second part of her interview with investigators? I'm talking, of course, about Carly Russell. She's still all over the news. Is this not a very bizarre case, and it's a bizarre turn of events have taken place in this alleged Carly Russell kidnapping? It's just so much going on, so many twists and turns, and
I mean, all of this. The fact that they found her computer history, she was taken, she looked at Amber Alerts. This was all, seemed like it was all planned, and it
premeditated.
Like,
let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I'm scheduled this Thursday to be kidnapped, and I'll be back on Monday. Okay, I'm scheduling my kidnapping too. Cause that's what she did. She scheduled the kidnap. Yeah, she scheduled it.
Well, listen, I just left L.A. and Justice Smollett say she lied. I'm just trying. I don't mean no. I'm just saying. Justice say she lied. And if Justice say
Justice Smollett is going on, huh?
Juicy Smollett.
Oh my goodness! But it's really sad because it seems like at the end of the day, she did this out of rejection from the boyfriend.
From the boyfriend. Yeah.
And this is what she did, and that's some mental illness, that's some issues coping and
have to deal with.
That she has to deal with. And that's really sad because social media, celebrities, everyone got behind this case, wanting attention, making it clear that this black woman says she's been kidnapped. Don't sweep this under the rug. Have that same energy you have when there's a missing white woman.
That's
all
right.
of these
all
things.
Of that.
Yeah. And we still have to do these things just because
this one
she
case
did what she did as a hoax, as a prank, and she needs medical attention. I think, in my opinion, we still have to keep going. We still got to look for missing
Right. Missing black women. Right. Yeah. And people of color. Meanwhile, her boyfriend has unfollowed her, and then he came back and asked people to stop bullying her.
Bullying?
You know, and then, of course, we talked about this last week. Yeah, the jokes and all of that. Stop.
What you just I just did.
Oh, yeah, you just did.
Like what we did.
I'm not stopping that.
He want us to stop.
The comedians.
I'm not. He didn't stop. I don't give a. I hope your ass come up missing again. Here, there go another. See, there go another.
Not where's that baby?
Me and Tommy not stopping jokes.
Where's that baby? She said she saw.
Yeah. Yeah. Hit another one. And did you get the wig? Because the wig was out there too.
The baby and the wig.
The baby and the wig.
Where is that at?
This is really something. So we're going to follow this.
Ask us to quit the jokes.
And bring you the updates. That was from her boyfriend.
Hey, you unfollowed her. See, let's put it back on him. You unfollowed her. Me and
That's what started all this.
Yeah, we're not stopping.
All right.
Boy, yeah, you started it.
We're moving on, guys. Coming up at 20 minutes after, Carla is going to reveal our Forever President Summer playlist. We'll get it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
I'm Carol Fisher, and I'm hosting a podcast called The Girlfriends. Back in the 1990s in Las Vegas, a few of us dated the most eligible bachelor in town, Bob.
He spoke several languages. He did medical missionary work, and he was Jewish. He was perfect on paper.
But he wasn't. He really wasn't.
He choked her to the point she went unconscious.
Bob could lie about anything.
It only takes the one time and somebody ends up dead.
Unfortunately for Bob, us girlfriends know how to fight back.
I wanted him to pay for his crime. He needed to be put to justice.
I'll be honest with you, if I saw him right now, I'd spit on him.
I would call him and I would say, I know you killed my sister. I will always hound you and haunt you.
You can listen to The Girlfriends on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
On How Rude, Tanneritos, the Full House Rewatch podcast. Join characters Stephanie Tanner and Kimmy Gibbler, also known as actresses Jodie Sweetin and Andrea Barber, as they relive every episode of your favorite Friday night comfort show.
We spent our entire childhoods on a little show called Full House, playing frenemies, but becoming besties whenever the cameras weren't rolling. And now, 35 years later, it's our biggest adventure yet.
Listen to How Rude, Tanneritos on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, everybody. Are you ready for a brand new podcast that you had no idea existed? I'm Rory Scovel.
And I'm Daniel Van Kirk, and it's the Pen Pals podcast. Maybe you've had a pen pal before. Well, you have two of them right now. You send us your letters about anything going on in your life. Got a mean grandma? Need a new haircut? Whatever it is, send it to us. And we have guests like Will Ferrell, Andy Samberg, Rose Byrne, Brett Goldstein, and Mandy Moore.
Listen to the Pen Pals podcast on Will Ferrell's Big Money Players Network on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hi, I'm Dahlia Wild, and I want to invite you to listen to my newest podcast.
We are stardust in the sense that the atoms that make up our bodies have already existed in two stars.
It's called the Oh My God Particle Show, or OMGPS for short. Are you like me, always wondering about the universe, like
what the universe is made of, how it's going to evolve?
So, I went to get some answers. Listen to the Oh My God Particle Show on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.